Hello everyone, I'm the AloneRacecar and welcome to the show. Today we'll be playing Forza Motorsport 7, or more specifically, a 12-minute race around the Sebring International Raceway. Kinda like the 12 Hours of Sebring, but instead it's 12 minutes, and of course it's in a racing game. The car that we're going to be racing in this one is the Audi R15, and as you may notice, you're going to be watching this guy in action. Now, I'll do what I can when it comes to trying to make it interesting and commentate, especially if I have to focus, very hard. So yeah, don't expect me to do any silly antics like right then, without further ado, let's get on with this race, shall we? Okay, here we go with a rolling start. A nice little view of the grid, yeah? And here we go, race on, and 12 minutes has begun as we're on our way to our first corner. Let's try to make it clean, because you know how the first few corners of racing can be, yeah? So as you may notice, I'm only focusing on 5 different opponents. That's because this is a multi-class race, because we have some P1 cars at the front, P2 cars right behind us, or the blue guys you can see on the mini-map, and then the green guys are all the GT cars. So I'm trying to mimic sort of the real thing, but obviously a Forza edition. And yeah, so in other words, I only gotta focus on the guys ahead of me and within my class. I think I set the race for about 13 opponents overall, and maybe it is 13 opponents, and I just only got to worry about the 5 guys, or should I say, other 4 drivers right ahead of me. While practicing this Audi that I'm driving, something has been giving me a bit of trouble, so I had to make a couple adjustments, so that way I gotta make sure it's both gets to those corners quite smoothly, and of course, being able to be quick enough as well too, just with its acceleration around Sebring. Okay, just so I take that one opponent right there. 3 more guys to go. That's okay. We still got plenty of race to go. Still gotta try to stay sharp and be aware of any kind of opening that my opponents will leave behind for me, because that's when I can pretty much, take advantage of that too, It's almost like that one thing that Eric and Senna once said, that if you don't go for a gap you don't see, then you're not a real racing driver, or something like that, I was trying to be respectful. I don't crash into anyone, Just try to switch through a little bit and overtake him like that. Okay, just 2 opponents go, and we'll have our lead. That was a close one. Take a breath, especially when you've got some breathing space on a long straight. Just say about this Audi that I'm driving. Well, this particular Audi that I'm driving is called the Audi R15 Plus, which is sort of like an upgraded version of the Audi R15. And yeah, I mean, this particular one I'm driving, it actually is best known for coming in 4th at the 12 Hours of Sebring in real life back in 2011. I think if when it comes to like Le Mans, I think this car won in 2010. And yeah, and as I just said, you know, in 2011, this car came 4th at the 12 Hours of Sebring. Catching a slipstream of the guy ahead of me. That's okay. If he leaves an opening, I'm gonna try to see if I can, you know, take advantage of that without crashing into him, you know? Maybe right here. There we go. Now we're in second in our class. Curb right there. If I'm seeing it right, I think that's over there is a Peugeot 908. The overall winner of the 2009 24-hour Le Mans. I think that particular Peugeot right there, I think that's the one that actually won the 12 Hours of Sebring in real life where this Audi competed in, so consider this video, you know, a little bit of a revenge kind of thing, yeah? The revenge of the Audi R15. Okay. I think we're a little too far to slipstream, but that's okay. I'm sure within the next lap or so, I'm sure we'll be able to get him. Stay, you know, calm and collected, you know. Kind of like James Bond, you know. Smooth like butter, you know? I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but when I was practicing, you know, for this video, this Audi will certainly give me a hell of a lot of trouble when it comes to, like, you know, going through the corners and all that. And I had to make a couple of adjustments to it, so that way I can drive nice and smoothly around Sebring. Though not to mention, I think I have, but yeah, nothing more than a little refresher. Okay, our 3-minute mark now. Last few minutes start where it's crunch time, you know? Come on, let's get him in this corner. Alright, now we're in the lead. We are now leading the 12 minutes of Sebring. Now, if we can keep all the rest of the guys in our mirrors, we should have our victory. That was a weird little downshift. I wasn't even paying attention. Like I guess it's kind of difficult when trying to like commentate and also race at the same time, because I'm trying to concentrate on all those turns in this racetrack. It seems like we have a decent lead so far, so I guess I might be able to get away with it, but of course that doesn't mean I have to stop concentrating, you know? Why we want to have this victory. Final minute now. It's crunch time, people. I mean, sure, we may be in the lead, but it's all about staying in that lead. Take a breath, you know? Even when you're trying to busy concentrating on all those turns, you just gotta still remember to breathe, you know? 10 seconds to go. And time is up, and that's the race. We won, baby. P1. First overall in our first in our class, and the first overall. Yeah. I have to say that certainly was quite a bit of a workout when it comes to, like, you know, my awareness and focus, and, you know, within like my hands. Typical gamer stuff, huh? Right then, let's bring this celebration down to victory lane. But before that, here are some action shots from the race replay. Hey, glad to see you guys again. And thank you for tuning in to watch this somewhat thrilling race of mine. That does mean a lot to me. And hey, while you're still here, you can check out some other cool videos that'll show up at the end of the video. Anyways, I've done my part. This was AloneRacecar, and I'll see you in another one.